It's like it's like that was some technical difficulties there, but so finishing this off. So back in Islam 14 verse 20, it says, so the multitude, allured by the grace of the work, took him now for a god which a little before was but honored. Okay, verse 21, and this was the occasion to deceive the world for men. Okay, it tells you that in the scriptures, in the book of Revelation, okay, that that the wicked was released to deceive the earth, right? Yeah, the book of Revelation chapter 18. So Revelation chapter 20 verse 8, it says, and shall go out. Psalm verse 7. Revelation 20 verse 7 says, and then when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan, the 1,000 years goes into basically when time known as the Dark Ages. Okay, in the Byzantine Empire. Okay, when the Israelites were in rulership in Europe. Okay, they were you go into the so-called black nobility in Europe. That was all black men in power. The Holy Roman Empire. Okay, that was a period of 1,000 years, and then Israel came back into power around in the 1400s, 1500s. Okay, so and when the 1,000 years were expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to the battle. You see, so right now, the Pope, plays a vital role in that deception. Okay, and is flying, to and fro, going to Angola, for visiting all these countries in Africa. Okay, deceiving the masses, man. So, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. You see, so ultimately, the Edomites, they're on a war campaign, a spiritual war campaign, okay, to destroy you Israelites. All right, they want to talk about the sand of the sea. Let's talk about the nation of Israel, right? So back in the Psalm 14 verse 21, it says, this was an occasion to deceive the world for men serving either calamity or tyranny, right? Did ascribe unto stones and stocks the incommunicable name, which that's basically that's giving honor unto a false god. Okay, biblical name is not able to be transferred to another. That's right, because you can't transfer the name of the Heavenly Father, and his his glory unto another. Okay, it says not able to transfer to another. Example: communicable disease are diseases which can be transferred from one host to another, whereas incommunicable disease is one that cannot be transferred. The name of the Lord Yahweh cannot be transferred to or used as the same of an idol, nor can an idol be given praise for something Yahweh has done. That's right. But ultimately, that's what the Catholic Church has done. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, that's what he has been on a campaign to do. Not only does he want to transfer, the glory and the worship of the Heavenly Father into idols, but he also is literally trying to do away, the Heavenly Father. The so-called atheists, the atheism movement, right? Verse 2 says, moreover, it was not enough for them that they erred in knowledge of the Most High, but whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance, those so great plagues called they peace. Okay, you see? For whilst they slew their children in sacrifices, or used secret ceremonies, or made revelings of strange rites, and ultimately that's what when you taking a child to the Catholic Church, you getting them baptized in that false religion. Okay, you are literally sacrificing your children unto idols. Okay, verse 24 says they kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another traitorously or grieved him by adultery, so that they reigned on all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good turns, defiling of souls, changing of kind, disorder in marriages, adultery, and shameless uncleanness. This is all brought by this all goes back to it begins with idolatry. Okay, once you take away the glory from the Heavenly Father, okay, anything and everything goes. Okay, so now there's no more order, there's no more righteousness. You see, so people make things up as they go, all to fulfill the desires of their flesh. Okay, and ultimately Esau Edom is guilty for encouraging this. Okay, and actually, forwarding this. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, verse 27 says, "For the worshipping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the end, and the it's like for the worshipping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil." You see, so this starts with idolatry. For either they are mad when they be merry, or prophesy lies, or live unjustly, or else lightly forswear themselves. Okay, for inasmuch as they trust in idols which have no life, though they swear falsely, yet they look not to be hurt. Howbeit, for both causes shall they be justly punished, both because they thought to not well of the Most High, giving heed unto idols, you see, and also unjustly swore in deceits, despising holiness. So the Heavenly Father is going to be righteous in destroying you, okay, in punishing you, okay, because you're giving honor unto a false god, a statue, something that can't do anything for you, man, right? For it is not the power of them by whom they swear, but it is a just vengeance of sinners that punisheth always the offense of the ungodly. See, so you basically you're going to, the punishment, when the punishment comes, it's going to be justly deserved, okay, because our people, it is, the Catholic Church, the history has been exposed to show you the wickedness that that they have committed on the earth, they continue to do, okay, and they continue forwarding this idolatry, worshiping of idols, but yet that people don't want to take heed to the true prophets of the Heavenly Father. Okay, you give you the names of the Heavenly Father, you mark the names. Okay, you give you the truth, you mark the truth. So therefore, when the destruction comes, you can't say that that you were ignorant, because you are aware. Okay, this truth has gone out in all the earth. You see. So then we're going to tell you, I say, brother, Yahweh, brother, Yahweh Shai, I say, come, Mashallah, wa abad babal, shalom, shalom alaikum.